And if you don't own a new car, well, I guess this is a good time for a new car road test. Our subject is the BMW 735i. It's all new, and next to its aggressive looks, the thing people notice most about it is its price, nearly $50,000. You know, there's just something about a round total of $50,000 that seems so much more outrageous than, say, $47,000. So the obvious question is, just what does BMW give you for your 50 grand?
You get every bit as much car as you would from the maker of that other popular German luxury sedan. And the BMW 735i is better looking too. Even if you aren't impressed by its get-out-of-the-way boldness, the BMW 735i is still a harmonious work of Teutonic sculpture. A sculpture that mates today's wind-cutting efficiency with yesterday's practicality. And unlike so many new models, the 735i still has drip moldings. They keep rainwater from ending up on your head and the seats. Speaking of which, things look pretty familiar inside, just a bit more contemporary than the previous 735i. You can choose from any of 6 upholstery colors, and the bottom half of the dash is actually finished in that color. We recommend any color but black for making the interior a pleasant place to live. And for staying alive, you get BMW's supplemental restraint system, which has a driver's side airbag. Because of the bag, the steering wheel is not adjustable, but you still get a good view of the large instruments. While there are no readouts for oil pressure or volts, there is a check control warning system that covers every malady you can think of. The 735i seats are a little on the firm side, but you get used to them. It helps that there's a 3-position memory for all of the seats adjustments, and the mirrors also adjust to match the seats. For ventilation, the 735i has separate climate controls for the driver and the passenger. The system works automatically, but the driver controls the fan speed. Everything in the 735i is less than half an arm's reach away, the radio especially, and it's easier to use than the ones in some other German cars. Our only complaint here is poor reception from the rear window mounted antenna. The trip computer is an advancement we prefer. For winter driving, it sounds a warning when you encounter black ice. And while we're on the subject of electronics, the 735i's 4-speed automatic is controlled electronically. There are 3 shift programs: manual, sport, and economy. The gear and programs are displayed on the dash. Unfortunately, the gear readouts on the shifter don't light up at night. A 5-speed manual is also available. And when you shift into reverse, the right side mirror automatically drops down to give you a view of what's immediately behind you. A nice touch. The rear seat offers plenty of head and leg room and 3-point shoulder belts for the outboard passengers. And there's also a window shade to keep the ultraviolets to a minimum. But we did find 2 flaws inside: a poorly attached section of otherwise lovely wood trim, and a flimsy plastic ashtray. Perhaps the latter is just a sign of the times. And for those times when you have to travel with luggage, there's a wide flat trunk and an unfortunately high sill. Also the now familiar BMW toolkit. And at the other end is BMW's excellent 3.4-liter fuel-injected 6-cylinder. It's pretty much the same engine that was in the previous 735i, but it's been modified to pump out more power. Horses are up to 208. Torque is impressive too, now at 225 pound-feet. The little bit of vibration produced is kept to a minimum with hydraulic motor mounts. Maybe that's one reason why the 735i doesn't feel like it goes as quickly as it really does. 0 to 60 took a scant 9.5 seconds, but felt longer. Power builds slowly and comes up most at higher engine speed. Transmission shifts are smooth enough to go unnoticed. And quarter-mile times are good at 17.2 seconds with a speed of 83. Things should pick up even more when the V12 version of the 735i shows up next spring. And in handling, this 735i's 2 tons of weight nearly goes unnoticed too. Body lean is well controlled and transitions from side to side are smooth. Aggressive maneuvers are met with a touch of scrub from the front end, and the back end stays solidly put unless you abruptly lift off the gas. Our only complaint here is with the 735i steering. Its electronically controlled power assist varies with speed. In hard turns at moderate speeds, the assist decreases too much and makes the steering suddenly very heavy, just when you don't want it to be. Electronic controls are put to better use in the 735i's all-disc brakes. They're of the anti-lock variety, as so many luxury cars are now, and haul the BMW down from 55 with a distance average of 108 feet, very short. And on the highway, the 735i delivers a compliant, if firm, ride. Interior sound is a very quiet 64 decibels, and fuel economy for our car was also a pleasant surprise. Despite EPA ratings of 14 city and 19 highway, we managed a much better 22. So even though the 735i may not deserve its $1,050 gas guzzler tax, it does deserve high marks for exterior fit and finish and a solid airtight feel. That tops our list of hits, followed by performance, luxury, passenger room, and high-tech convenience features. As for misses, we don't like the 735i's variable power steering, limited radio reception, or the quality of some of its interior fittings. In our safety check, the 735i passes all points with front passive restraints, rear shoulder belts, 5-mile-per-hour bumpers, and radial tires, all standard. As for comparison to equal highbrow competition, we found the Jaguar XJ6 we tested last year to be slower than the 735i. It has less interior headroom too, but is more luxurious overall. The Mercedes 560 SEL, on the other hand, costs more than the 735i, is less nimble in traffic, but is considered more prestigious. But getting back to tangibles, the $50,000 BMW 735i is nearer perfection than ever before. And even with a few flaws, we predict it could sell for thousands more.